Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. I hope you guys are all having a great day. A lot of you guys really seem to be enjoying these videos, but I notice a lot of you guys are skipping through these videos a lot. Like, it makes me wonder how you guys are like with your Netflix series. You guys probably skip a lot to watch the ending because you're so intimidated. You're so anticipated, so tempting to go to the end. But if you guys really want to see the end of my videos that badly, you guys can go to the settings, and then instead of the normal speed, you guys can click 1.75 speed or 2 times speed, and the video will go by really quickly, and you guys can get to the ending faster, and at the same time actually know what the story is about instead of going from 1 to Z and done. So yeah. So today I have a new video for you guys, so make sure you guys give this video a huge like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get to the video. So one day there was this boy who lived in the borderline of Mexico, and he came from a really poor family. He had no money, no food, and this and that, and one day he was playing soccer with his friends after school. So after school, it was a really hot afternoon. He was playing with his friends, and then at the end of the game, he would say, "Okay guys, I'm gonna go to the convenience store and I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back, guys." And then so he goes to the convenience store, and then as he checks out his bottle of soda, and I say soda because a lot of Mexicans like to drink soda instead of water. I don't know why, because Mexico nobody drinks water. Anyways, back to the story. So this guy gets his bottle of soda, and right before he checks out, he hears a loud roar of an engine coming up to the convenience store, and it was an Audi R8. It was beautiful, red, just so amazing. And comes out a really beautiful girl. She looked so beautiful, and she looked so wealthy. And it turns out that this girl, she comes from a very wealthy and powerful family, and she lives on the borderline of Texas. So she just happened to be in the borderline of Mexico, in this area, maybe because it was closer to her house, closer to her private school where she came from. So she comes through the door and says, can I please put $20 in number 8 please, to the cashier? The guy's like, okay. And then this boy that was about to leave, he was so shocked and awed by her beautiness. She was so amazing, attractive, like her physique and everything was beautiful. But he was too shy to talk to her. So right before he stepped in, so right when he talked to her, right when he like tried to say something and he was stuttering, this girl was like, like, what are you doing? Please go away. And she was very rude, and she pushed the kid to the side, as in like, but not like rough. She was like try to like get out of my way before I call the cops on you or something. And then the boy was like, oh okay, I'm sorry. So she walks away. So he walks away and she walks away. And by the way, they're both in high school, so they're like around junior year. So this boy leaves and this girl leaves. This girl goes to her car, puts gas, and as this boy is walking back to his friends, this girl, after a few moments, after filling up her tank, she starts driving. And as she drives and passes by the boy, she pops a tire out of nowhere. She runs over a bunch of broken beer bottles on the street. So she comes out and notices that her tires are popped, and she was so angry and frustrated, just screaming and crying. And then this boy just so happened to be on the way to his school and ends up being in the scene of what happened. So this boy was like, oh no, what happened? And this girl was like, oh, I ran over a bunch of stupid broken beer bottles. And then this guy was like, oh, do you want to call your parents or something? And the girl was like, no, I can't call my dad because he can't know that I've been out here in the borderline of Mexico. Like, I can never be here, and I'm supposed to be in Texas and stay there and not come through the borderline to Mexico. And that she was gonna be super pissed and everything. And the boy was like, okay, don't worry, I can help you fix your tires. Do you have a spare tire? The girl was like, yeah, I do, it's in the trunk. So this girl totally forgets how he was so rude to him at first, and just wondering why this boy was so nice to him after everything the girl had treated this guy. So this girl was like, thank you for coming, but why are you helping me after the way I treated you back at the gas station? And the boy was like, oh, I'm sure it's fine, I'm sure you didn't mean it, and I'm sure you were having a rough day or something. And the girl was like, yeah, I had a pretty rough day, my school isn't doing that well, and I'm just going through a really hard breakup right now. And then this boy was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. So as this boy fixes this girl's tire, then they both have a really good conversation together as the boy is fixing the tire. And after like 2 hours go by, the tire was fixed. And then this boy was like, would you like to give, and this girl was like, oh, thank you so much, here's your payment. And this boy was like, oh no, it's okay, you don't have to, thanks. And this boy offered a second attempt to try to ask her out, to try to get her number. And this boy was like, I know it's getting late and you probably have a curfew, but would you like to go out to eat tonight or tomorrow maybe? And the girl was like, yeah, I have a couple of hours left, we can go grab a bite before I have to go home. So boy calls his friends and tells him that he's not gonna go play soccer with them, and he has something other plans to do. And the boy hops in the girl's car and they drive off to a restaurant. And this boy, keep in mind, he was super poor and he has never been to a restaurant. And the girl's like, oh, but before we eat, maybe we should go stop by the mall and get you some really nice clothes. And the boy was like, oh yeah, that'd be really cool, thank you. So the girl goes to the mall, and as she drives to the mall, the girl was telling the guy about her family history, how her dad is a multi-billionaire and owns an oil refinery and a few real estate properties and this and that, and her mom is like a dermatologist and she works with lots of rare skin diseases and etc. So they both have really important jobs. And this girl was finished talking about her family members and how she has siblings and etc. And she asked the boy, and then she was like, oh, what about you? And the boy was like, oh, I have. And then the boy was like, I have a pretty big family. It's just my mom and I and my like 4 other siblings. I have a few brothers and sisters, but we all live in a really tiny house. And it's like really a bit claustrophobic, and we barely, and my mom, she works at and my mom cleans houses, and she's also gets money from the government, but my siblings and I are trying to find jobs so we can support the house, support our mom, and to feed ourselves and stuff. And the girl was like, oh, I'm sorry you guys are living through this. And then so the girl and the boy, they go through the mall, finishing up talking about their family history, the family tree, and then they go to the mall and they do some shopping together. The girl got a cool clothes for the boy, and so they both had a good time in the mall, and then they went to grab a bite at a nearby restaurant. And then after the mall they went to the restaurant, and then had a really good time there, and then they ended their night. And the girl was like, do you need a ride? And then this girl takes the boy home, and she drives to a very rural and not very nice area, and she drops the boy off and says, hey, I know you don't really want me to give you money, but you can take this wad of cash, and you don't have to take it as in I gave it to you, but as in like you found it, or like take it as a donation. And the boy was like, oh, okay, thank you, that really means a lot. And then the girl was like, oh, but we should totally hang out sometime. What do you think of Friday next week? And the boy was like, yeah, that'll be totally cool. And they both built a very, very strong friendship together, and then later on they became boyfriend and girlfriend. And yeah, that is pretty much the end of the story. And if you guys really want to hear a part 2 of this story, then comment down below if you guys want me to tell you a part 2 of the story onto this series. I can make a part 2 here. And yeah, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Give this video a huge like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.